Ahem, ahem. Testing, testing. Mic check 1, 2. This is a test of the school broadcast system. Am I on? Can everyone hear me? Okay, well then. To all incoming students, I would like to begin the entrance ceremony right now. Please make your way to the gymnasium at your earliest convenience. That's all. I'll be waiting.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the first week of Access Core FM plus R. I am one of your hosts, DJ Starship, and welcome to the first week of
Danganronpa.
Now, this has been recorded after our first week has actually aired. I unfortunately was not able to record the beginning of the show. However, I want to archive all of these, and I want them to be uploaded in the future. So I will be making an active effort to record all of them and upload them to this channel. That's sort of all I have to say. It's an exciting week to be back. Hopefully, me and my co-host, DJ Oathkeeper, will be able to do this for every semester that we're here. In case you are new to the show, we do video game music. And we find ways to make it fun and interesting and hopefully show some people some new games, and we talk about them and all that. It's gonna be a good time. We did this last semester, but none of them were recorded, so I wanted to start doing that. There will be later parts of this week that have been recorded and are presented as they were in the show, as it aired. We belong to a project, or the radio show, WSPN. You can tune in at 91.1. Yeah, that's all I have to say. Hopefully everyone enjoys the show, and I will let you listen as we go. Thank you all.
body has been discovered. After a certain amount of time, which you may use however you like, the class trial will begin.
And now, before we get into the class trial, you're still exploring. You're still looking for clues.
Yeah,
but
we have some way to go. We still have like 2 free time events left.
exactly.
It's taking a little too long.
So in the meantime, we have 2 songs from
Our wonderful sponsors.
of WSPN 91.1. You can call in at 518-580-5783.
Oh, I love your sponsors, guys, especially if you're in a killing game.
It's true.
But before we get into our sponsored segment, I'd like to quickly read a PSA. When you don't vote, what you're really doing is letting somebody else take power over your own life. You wouldn't give your grandmother the power to decide what clothes you wear to the club. You wouldn't give your crazy uncle the power to post a picture to your Instagram feed. And you wouldn't give...
Spoiler.
...any more power than she already has. So why give a stranger the power to make far more important decisions in your life? Voting is the only way to ensure that your concerns matter. Register to vote and find relevant election information at vote.gov.
And now, back to the music for a little bit.
Star. Saw it in some words I read. Saw it as the world round you went red. Read it in a book. Star. They can't see the twisted arms, like they see all the stars spring from your hand. You can name the band, whatever you want, I actually do not care. Star. You know they didn't mean to hurt you there. Star, they hurt so bad seeing you this sad. Everybody's here. Oh, Star, how could it collapse like that? I don't wanna mess you up like that. I don't wanna mess you up like that. I don't wanna mess you up like that. I never wanna mess you up like that.
I'm getting tired of waiting. What say we just get started, It's time for the long-awaited class trial! Now then, Allow me to appoint a proper location for the proceedings. Please go through the red door on the first floor of the school. See you soon!
Stay down. Danganronpa.
And that is not technically our show, but it's most of the music.
It's most of the show.
It's most of the show. And before we get into our talking segment, we have a quick PSA about bullying prevention. Bullies don't just show up at your front door and introduce themselves. So how do you know if your child is being bullied? It's not always as obvious as a black eye. You need to spot the clues. Grades may drop. They might try to avoid school. And they probably won't talk about it. And another thing, bullying happens to boys and girls. You can stop bullies with your words to your kid, school officials, or other concerned parents. And by going to mcgruff.org. This message is from the U.S. Department of Justice, Crime Prevention Coalition of America, National Crime Prevention Council, and the Ad Council.
Wow.
Wow.
No bullies can get accepted into Hope's Peak Academy.
That's like
a fat lie.
Yeah, that's like not true.
I was laughing the whole time because for some reason I just thought of Fuyuhiko right away because he's like a bully to me, but he's like a bully in the like bulldog, like Chihuahua inbred dog way.
Yeah.
And like Byakuya's just like a Redditor.
Yeah, well, a little bit.
Well,
Hiyoko...
no, that used to be the stereotype is that everybody used to say Byakuya was a Redditor. That was like a thing.
I believe that. Hiyoko is certainly.
Oh yeah, she's a bully, dude. She's
like
mean.
She's like the bully of the game.
She's so mean. Why is she so mean?
She's so mean and evil and sick and twisted. But yeah, Danganronpa.
Let's talk Danganronpa.
In case you aren't aware by now, there's gonna be spoilers for this.
We are gonna be spoiling. Do we talk about V3? Do we talk about V3?
We can talk about V3.
No, because that's like the big spoiler. I know there's a listener who hasn't played V3. There's a guarantee, so let's maybe avoid that one.
We don't have to talk about V3. I don't want to talk about V3.
Exactly. There we go. There's our opinion. There we go. But let's talk about the other two games.
Okay.
And maybe the other one. The other one.
Oh, yes, the other one. Listen, okay, we can start with that, actually.
Are we actually starting with Ultra Despair Girls?
We can start with Ultra Despair. Why not?
Is Hachitoa going to be on the radio today?
No, Hachitoa will not be on the radio today.
Thank God.
However,
I don't think he should be allowed on a campus.
It's true. However, I have a hot take. Being that I think Ultra Despair Girls is a good game, for the most part.
I just did a spit take. I don't know if it picked up. I need to know why you think so.
Okay, I can't recommend the game. That's
okay.
That's no. A game can be good, and I can also not want to recommend it to anyone.
Okay, you know what? That's valid.
Because I think that the story is interesting. There are some bad parts of it. However, I think past chapter 3, it is an interesting storyline and it is fun to follow. True. I think that I think Komaru and Toko are very fun characters to follow.
I really like Komaru. I think she's a great protagonist.
I also love Komaru. She's super fun.
And she's silly.
She is very silly. I learned that the start of Danganronpa S You start as Kamaru, and it's you going to Hope's Peak Academy and meeting all the Ultimates.
Wow!
Hello, editing. The recording cut out for about 30 seconds. I'll try to not let this happen in the future. Back to the conversation.
I have been to DJ Starship and Abode, and I got to watch as they played Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc for the first time. And it is like the most magical experience to watch someone experience Danganronpa for the first time, no matter what. No matter how many years you've been into the game, no matter how long you've played the game for, or how much you know about it, there's something so unique about the experience of like unveiling that mystery that even if you know the answers to who killed who and who's the mastermind, it's just so enriching. It's such a fun game.
It's really awesome. I am so glad that I was not spoiled on anything.
Which is so impressive, by the way.
I was told that it is, and I don't understand that because I think I had probably seen Leon's execution like way earlier in my life, and I'd just forgotten about it because it looked familiar when it happened.
Oh, that's interesting. I think that's how I got into Danganronpa. I actually have like a really vivid memory of sitting down in my middle school D&D club and pulling up Danganronpa executions on my laptop. So I knew everybody who was the Blackened before I even started like understanding the game because I just thought the animation was so good. Like, I'm so serious. I was like kind of slow and I just enjoyed it. But no, the fact that you like kind of got away with it. You also like kind of knew about Junko through Junko. No, did you not through Junko
no
posing?
clue about, no, oh, well,
like the concept of Junko
I knew
posing.
the concept of
I knew
the concept of Junko posing. I had no clue that Junko was the mastermind at all.
Oh, or like an but did you know it was associated with Danganronpa?
No, not at all.
What? Okay,
No,
that's
no.
crazy. That's crazy.
I had no idea. I failed on class trial 1-6 because I guessed wrong too many times on who the mastermind was.
Oh my god.
Because I was like, okay, they're talking about Junko a lot, so it can't be Junko.
Oh my god. I mean, like, God, Danganronpa's so good. I'm so excited for 2X2.
I'm so excited. It's going to be so fun.
For gaming news this week, the State of Play is on Thursday.
This is true.
And I'm going to be really annoying about it because there's one game that I really want to be announced. It's not going to come out. Shut up. It could be announced because, it's on the 13th at 7 a.m. Those are two really, really important numbers. But I could also see 2X2 being an announcement at the State of Play.
I would be so happy.
I would like that to happen. But
oh my goodness.
That was my subtle plug to go watch State of Play. We'll probably discuss it next week.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I already know. I'm not to be a pessimist, but I already know.
I have another I've told you this hot take before.
But tell the audience.
I think that Trigger Happy Havoc is a better game than SDR2.
Oh, you did tell me this.
However,
your reasoning is good though.
However, I think that SDR2 has much more interesting and fun characters.
Okay, yeah, 100%.
But my reasoning for why I like Trigger Happy Havoc more is because there is so much more mystery and the feeling that you get. Okay, if you are going into Danganronpa blind, the feeling of playing Trigger Happy Havoc for the first time is so very magical. And I'm so sad that I'll never get to experience it again.
Yeah.
Because going into SDR2, you know that it's a killing game. Like, you know what's going on. You know that people are going to die. Some people are going to be survivors. But when you are
start guessing ahead of time.
Yeah, exactly.
It loses intrigue. I understand that entirely, yeah.
However, actually a really fun character.
I mean, SDR2 has my favorite cast of characters in it's in my echelon of favorite character casts in video games.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Because everyone is so unique. Everybody has depth.
Yeah,
there is not I don't think there is a shallow character, except for maybe Tugami, But even then...
Even so.
Even so.
Because the Danganronpa anime, they expand on...
Well, they expand on it, but not everybody watches the anime.
That's true.
That's, like,
but they
surprising
should. It's
how,
good.
how few people
That's
watch
another
the
hot
anime.
take of mine. I think that Danganronpa 3 is good.
I think it has context. I feel like you need to watch Danganronpa 3 before moving on to any other aspect of it so you just have more information. I feel like it's like supplementary material that you kind of have to read. And no, that's like my I don't really have any hot takes because I've been a fan of this for so long. And it's like, I've heard every hot take, and, like, V3 bad, UDG bad, like, I've heard it all before. I will say, what I can't hope.
Your hope?
I will say my desire for 2x2 is I really, really, really want Chiaki to live.
I also really want that. I would really love that. Because I think it would make for a really interesting ending.
That, Chiaki, and I want them to do something else with Nagito. Because he serves the most, like, catalyst role in SDR2, but I want to see something else, because I know he can, like, completely skew the timeline, and I want to see how.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god. And I hope he also lives until the end again, because I would be devastated if he was first one down. if Nagito's the first one down, or Hajime gets killed, or Hajime is no longer the protagonist, I'm quitting. I will not play the game.
No, I'll be so excited.
Oh yeah, because it's gonna be Chiaki.
Yeah, exactly.
I know what you are.
I love Chiaki. Chiaki's so awesome.
Oh, actually, my other, before our last song, my other thing for 2x2, I want Gundam as a survivor.
So true.
I want all 4 Dark Devas to be a survivor.
I have so much more to say, but we don't have
any time.
So we're going to get into our last song, Beautiful Ruin, from the SDR2 soundtrack. And that'll be the end of our show.
Okay.
Let's go!
thank you, everybody, for joining us on our Welcome Back show for the spring semester.
Indeed.
We missed you guys.
We missed you guys, and we missed doing this.
So much. Thank you,
It's-
DJ Starship.
Thank you, DJ Oathkeeper. And
We'll see you guys next week. This was FM Access Core Plus R, WSPN 91.1. And remember, heaven or hell.
let's rock.